because we had rent parties. You know what I mean? So we talked to each other and we helped each other. We actually helped our neighbors. And we got a couple gentlemen that's doing the same thing. This is their work. This is their work. This is their foundation. This is what they do every day. They work to help their neighbors. Without doubt, we are a community radio station, and this is what we do, man. Our bottom line, of course, we want to make some money. We take donations. But our bottom line is to make sure that we give out great information because we get our blessing from God. I keep telling you, God pays 10 times. He pays tenfold. So I do the work of God here by, highlighting our brothers and sisters that's manifesting their God-given talents or have the responsibility to keeping us safe or healthy or educated.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because God has put, different skill sets and different responsibilities on people. And these gentlemen, oh yeah, you know how these superstars are. I had to go to the top to get them in here. Yeah, I had to go to the top to get them in here. And I got them. I had to go through makeup artists, PR, managers, but I got them here, y'all. I got them here. And you know how these stars are. They got their own nouns, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes and predicates to introduce themselves. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. First, I'm going to let my man, since he actually knocked on my door. I thought I had a shoe or something. I don't know where he came from. He said, "Man, where's my shoe at?" He knocked on my door, and it has manifested since. We are atoms, atoms, and as you see, millions of atoms drop down from the sky today. We call it rain, but we are also made up of atoms. And when atoms collide, they create providence. They create greatness. And my man, we collided, and now we're trying to spread the greatness to the rest of the community, without a doubt. And then he brought another atom in the house. Oh yeah, he brought another atom. Three of us banging today. We got three atoms banging this morning. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. I'm gonna let them take the mic over because they got a lot of information that's gonna, keep us safe, keep us healthy. Gentlemen,
First of all, thank you, William, for your help and everyone who is listening today and watching us. I just want to say that it is an honor for me to be here and talk about what I do at the City of Omaha LED program. My name is Saul Lopez, and I am one of the planners assigned to the LED Information Office.
okay.
My work is to um, invite the community to know more about the undertaking activities performed by the EPA and the City of Omaha to make sure that we have clean, lead safe soil in Omaha. So, North Omaha, Midtown, South Omaha, we have a designated site that is known as the Omaha Lead Superfund site. And we have around a little bit less than 900 properties that even at this point we need to still work and make sure that we go in and remove the contaminated soil with lead. And we want to make sure that we leave that property with um, lead safe levels. And that is technically why we are here today, because we are just beginning a new season. Spring is here, and it is the time of the year when families and people go out their homes and they start working with their gardening projects, or they start organizing the yards. And we want to make sure that whenever people walk out, they know about the lead levels that they might encounter. So in order to do that, we launched this campaign to encourage Omaha residents to make sure that they visit our website. The Omaha Lead Registry is an important tool. You can just go online and type in omahalead.org, and that will prompt you to this website where you can just type in your address and learn if the soil has been tested or it is still pending for testing or soil remediation. So that's what we do. I'm honored to be here with my boss, Steve Zivny, who has been assigned to manage the project for a long time at the City of Omaha. So perhaps he can let us know more about what he does and introduce himself as well.
brother, before we introduce my brother, I call him Z. What's that website again? And what's that phone number? I want to make sure I put it in the comments so
Sure.
people can
Sure.
contact you guys this morning.
Yes, our phone number is 402-731-3045, and the website is omaha.lead.org.
And what was that phone number again?
402-731-3045.
All right. Go ahead, introduce yourself, sir.
All right. Good morning, William. Thank you for having me today, and good morning to your listeners as well. My name is Steve Zivny. I am the program director for the our lead programs that we have in the planning department with the city of Omaha. Just to give you a little background on our on the Omaha lead site that Saul has mentioned, the EPA has been in the area since about 1999. Remediating yards, cleaning up contaminated soil in yards. In about 2015, we transitioned into managing that program and have been managing it since. We foresee that we'll still continue to manage the program into the future for at least another 7 years or so.
Okay.
And we just want to still get the word out, to the community that this program is still around. There are a number of properties that we still need to sample and a number of properties that we still need to clean up.
Okay.
So just again, trying to get the word out that the program is still around.
Okay. Now, is there any cost to the homeowner or the renter?
No, great question, William. No, there is not. There is no cost whatsoever for the sampling of it, or the testing or the cleanup itself. None whatsoever.
So, especially if you are, can renters? I mean, do you have to own a house to call you guys because you're concerned about the yard? I got kids.
Correct. Well, we do need to initiate the process. Will be with the owners, because
Okay.
the owner will need to sign some paperwork for us to either sample or clean up the yard. But someone who's definitely renting can reach out to that landlord or reach out to our number too. And they can definitely check the website too.
Mhm.
We encourage renters, someone that's leasing, to check that website and see what the sampling history or cleanup history is on that property, so they know that they're in a lead safe property.
Now, most of these homes are east of what street? What would you say?
We're talking about Eastern 52nd Street. That's technically the boundary line when it comes to the west side of the city. So we go up to Reed Street when it comes to North Omaha,
Okay.
and when it comes to South Omaha, we go all the way down to Harrison Street.
Okay, that's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's right by that border of Bryan, actually
Mhm.
Sarpy County and Douglas
Yep.
County on the
Mhm.
south side, and Reed Street on the north side. So that's almost to Florence.
Mhm.
And
More or
I
less,
think that
yes.
is in Florence.
Yeah,
that is
more or
Florence.
less. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, you cover the whole spectrum.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
all right.
Well, over 40,000 properties had the soil tested, and out of those 40,000 properties, around 13,000 had to have the soil cleaned up.
Okay.
So, as Steve mentioned, we still have several properties north and south Omaha that we still need to go in and soil sample and
Mhm.
also do the cleanup work.
I used to work for ASW, Air,
Okay.
Air,
Mhm.
Soil, and Water when they first started back in, like you said, that in the early days. Um, so right now, how many more houses do you think is left to be tested? Do you guys even know?
Yeah, we have between 100 properties that still need to be tested.
Okay, that you know for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
And for various reasons, sometimes we run into folks that they don't have children in that home.
Right.
I've lived here for 40 years. I'm fine. Go away, kind of.
Right.
But I just like to let folks know that someday there may be a young family in this property living with
Right.
kids.
Right. So, if you're a renter, especially since renters move around a lot, and if you're east of 52nd Street, I think it's a standard that you call the lead company if you have children in your home. Um, do you guys know the side effects? Do you teach about the side effects of lead poisoning in a child?
We have outreach and education materials available, and yes, we go out and talk about why lead is dangerous, and talk about the importance of having the soil tested, and not only the soil. When a property is eligible to have the soil remediated or cleaned up, at that point, the property owner is also eligible for a lead-based paint assessment, and that will take our crew analyze the condition of the paint, and at the point when we know what the levels are and the condition of the paint, then that's when we decide if we're going to do the paint stabilization program, which is technically a measure to make sure that we protect investment. We're going in and replacing the soil. We want to make sure that there is no lead-based paint that will fall upon that
Right.
investment. So that's why we have that program available for those that participate through our program. After the cleanup work has been completed and the stabilization work when it comes to the paint stabilization program is complete as well, we partner with the Douglas County Health Department,
Mhm.
and they come in and they also bring in education, and they also perform some lead dust samples. They collect samples to make sure that there are no levels of concern inside the home related to the soil activity. If they find any lead-based paint, they will let property owner know about that, and they will also educate them as to what else needs to be done.
Right now. And again, the reason why soil, and of course, if your house is again east of 52nd Street, most of the paint, those are older homes. And so there's a lot of layers of paint over, over the lead-based paint. And so um, the window shields, especially the window sills, are especially dangerous because you get a lot from the paint going up and down. And that's where children really get a lot of stuff from the windowsills from the inside of the house. From the outside of the house, they track it in from the soil into the house and get on the carpet. And then, little people, they level is the ground up. We're adults. Our level is up, down.
Mm-hmm.
Their living condition is low. So I got a 8-month-year-old grandson and a 5-year-old. Those are my house.
Mm-hmm.
My house is an older house. We live on 38th Street, so I know it's an older house. So I automatically, when I get there, I put a sheet over the floor because I know my grandson is 8 months. He gonna be rolling on the floor, and then I quartered off the area so he only got a certain amount of space to move.
Mm-hmm.
It's a large space, but everything is on the floor is covered with a sheet because again, all winter long we've been walking in and out. I haven't had a chance to what do you call it, steam dry my carpet.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got to think about all those things, all those variables, guys. I mean, especially children. Without a doubt, we gotta love them. We gotta love on them.
Right, William. Yeah, children, especially under the age of 6, is our most vulnerable population with this. That's when the central nervous system is developing. There's a lot of changes going on. We see high levels of lead can affect. We have behavioral issues later on in life, IQ issues, cognitive issues. There can be reproductive issues. So lead is dangerous, obviously, to everyone,
Right.
but especially that population under 6 is who we really want to protect. And like you said, those children are down on the ground, they're crawling around. There's a lot of hand to mouth transmission. They're trying to put everything in their mouth. They're exploring.
Right.
They've got their toys and the pet and whatever. And if you got a pet too, that pet can be tracking that stuff from outside to inside too.
Okay.
So it's just a lot of things to think about. We also, one other thing too, I want to throw out there is I do manage another grant that's funded by HUD. That deals with those lead-based paint issues inside and outside the home. So that's a grant program.
Okay.
Folks can sign up with our office, call this number also that we just gave out earlier. And you can get plugged in with my application person, Sarah, who will then pre-screen and walk through the process with you to see if you qualify for that program as well.
Right. So there's free avenues out here without you guys coming out your pockets. And so if you're a renter, there's more renters, especially in these areas, than owners. And so we want you guys to be proactive. Grandmothers and grandfathers, make sure you tell your children to be proactive with their grandchildren, just in case they don't know that knowledge. Because it's so important. I grew up in this community, and I know lead is probably sometime it need to be analyzed when we even dealing with the corrections and even dealing with mental health, and see if there's some type of lead in their body. How long does it? I got the health department come in every or Phil Rooney come in every Friday to give us an update
Mhm.
on just the corona and some other diseases that we gotta, keep our eyes and ears open.
The-
But I want to know what's I know because if they get poisoned at 6 or lower, of course I know they have cognitive effects, behavioral, and that could last a lifetime. So
Sure.
One thing I can tell you, I'm not a perhaps an expert in the field, but one thing I have read about is that when a child is exposed to lead, eventually it actually lead mimics calcium, so it will go into the bones completely, and eventually it will go into the inside part of the bones,
oh, the
and
bone marrow.
the bone marrow, and it will stay there for a long time. So when we become adults and we've been exposed to lead, we will not see that evidence unless we break our arm, and we break a bone,
Uh-huh.
and then that the lead leaches out again. So that's
Ooh.
what technically happens. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Perhaps Steve knows more about that, but that's what I know about.
Okay.
The little bit I just want to add to is that our body will naturally excrete that, but if you've got such high levels in your body, then it's going to start storing it.
Okay.
Like Saul said, it
Okay.
thinks it's calcium. It's going to start storing it in your bones. So, the last few years here over the last decade, there's been a real look at lead levels in children,
Right.
and it's been deemed that there's really no safe lead levels in children.
No, so it's
None.
zero.
So zero is really ideally what we want.
Right,
Now,
right.
now lead does occur naturally in our
Right.
environment, but at very low levels. Okay.
Right. Uh-huh.
The CDC here, maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, lowered their level of concern from 10 deciliters
Yeah.
for microgram. Sir, I get that
Per
the term mixed up.
deciliters or something like that.
Deciliters per microgram per from 10 to 5, their
Okay.
level of concern. And now here within the last year, they went to 3.5.
Wow.
So there is, the concern with any levels of lead. So
Interesting. Omaha, the Birds of Bless. We have representative from the Omaha Lead Department. You can go to omahalead.org to get more information about lead in your home if you have concerns. But that should be part of your protocol. Similar when people buy homes, so they get their house evaluated. We need to make that part of our protocol, especially if you have children. Without a doubt, that needs to be part of the protocol. And maybe do you guys communicate with realtors to make sure that they're proactive when they show homes, that they're also educating those residents?
Sure. Yes, we have done several outreach events with realtors, and we have invited them to learn more about the website, which is a great tool for
Mhm.
everyone to have access to and use it while they're doing their work. We want to reach out more realtors North Omaha. If someone is listening to us right now, we really want to get your information, because
Right.
we plan that this year we will have an event where we will invite realtors from North Omaha so they can learn more about our work, in the resources that they have available through our office as well. Realtors, they know a lot about different opportunities when families are applying for a loan. They know more about their clients, and there are different programs within the city of Omaha
Right.
that could help them at the same time. So we have a program for investors as well. If someone is buying a property and they want it just as a way to invest and eventually, get it ready for someone to rent it later, the city of Omaha has programs available for investors as well. So there are different resources available within the city of Omaha, but they can call us and we can connect them with the right person.
So you guys got total wraparound services from the landlord to the renter. Oh, great. Is anything else that you guys provide through your office?
Well, I'm just gonna highlight that we have um, a lot of information from other programs in town. If someone is trying to obtain information on healthy homes, for instance, there
Okay.
is a website within the city of Omaha. There are other programs when it comes to the city that we have the energy conservation program, for instance. That's a very important program. It can help a property owner
Mhm.
get some help. Of course, each program has specific eligibility criteria, like the lead hazard control. They have a specific requirements that you must meet, and income uh, um, um, uh, levels that you
Mhm.
have to meet in order to qualify for that program. So just reach out to us, give us a call, and we'll be happy to help and direct any calls that are related to other programs as well.
You guys working with the handyman department through the city? Because I
When I get
That's
phone calls, we refer those to the handyman program as
okay,
well.
and vice versa. If they see some lead that they alarm
Mhm.
me. Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
make sure you guys, these are people that are responsible for our health, y'all. Without a doubt. Make sure you guys go to omahaled.org. Get all the information that's necessary. We're going to be starting a campaign with the city to create more awareness about this issue. And actually, it needs to be perpetual because until we get the other hundred some homes remediated, but land, but how many houses? I bet there's way more houses that still haven't had that chance to be remediated like the land has. Have you guys
Well,
determined? Have you?
that's a very good question because I encounter that question a lot of the times.
Mhm.
One of the things that I do want to clarify is that our program is meant to work. It's meant to help us deal with the soil condition.
Right.
Now, there are other programs available, like the lead hazard control program within the city of Omaha, that people can learn more about. However, one of the questions I was given the other day was, I have an old house, and I keep it in a condition that is perfect.
Mhm.
And I said, you know what? That's good, because you might still be living in a home that has lead-based paint, but
Right.
as long as you keep it well and the condition of the paint is good, and if you want to put it perfect, then you're okay.
Right.
That's not an issue for your children, and that's very important because doing an abatement project is very, very expensive.
Right.
But if you just keep up and give good maintenance to your home, good, you're
Okay.
safe. So
Okay.
that's very important for people to know.
So now I'm living because so most of the houses are like built in an when lead based paint was the paint.
Yes.
So and I got especially this I think this building built in 1919 or something.
Mhm.
So it got lead based paint in here
Very well
somewhere.
could, yes.
Somewhere it has. But since over the years it's been coated and coated and coated and coated. So is that wall safe since it got other coats of paint on it?
So
As long as it doesn't chip.
right, exactly. That's what I was going to say. As long as it's intact,
Okay.
as long as it's intact in good condition, it's not chipping and peeling and falling to the floor. We see that dust is created
Okay.
where those children get into those paint chips and that dust.
Okay.
And then they say, like I said before, they got that hand to mouth transmission,
Okay.
they get little kids like to look out the window, right?
Yep,
Put their hands on that windowsill or window well when that window's open. Again, keeping clean. Important to keep it maintained and cleaned.
Okay. Any other advice? Should they be like should be like the corona? I mean, where we should wash our hands, have good
Mhm.
hygiene. I
Yeah.
mean, because we basically talking about hygiene, really.
Absolutely. Actually, because of the season that we're in right now, spring is here. And as I said, a lot of the families that have contacted our office, they want to know more about gardening practices.
Okay, guard. Okay.
So we normally tell them, if you're going to grow something, you can use containers where you can just throw some clean soil, or you can also raise beds where you can just make sure that the quality of the soil you use will help you have a good outcome when it comes to your vegetables. So
Mhm. I just want to add too. Also, we're on social media. We have Facebook, Instagram,
Uh-huh.
Twitter. Follow us. We're gearing up to do a lot of outreach events this year.
Okay.
Cinco de Mayo. We're going to do one of presents at Juneteenth, Earth Day.
Okay.
So there's a lot of places where you can check us out and get some more information. Meet us in person. Ask us questions. We're here for you.
Without a doubt. Well, Omaha, we're glad to develop this relationship with you guys. It's so important. Like I said, one of my jobs was working with air, soil, and water (ASW), and they remediated land from lead. Again, as Brother Lopez said, if you plant in a garden, and I've been encouraging everybody to we got to start growing our own food again. Honestly, we got to really start growing our food again as you see the world, and we got to start loving ourselves. So make sure before you plant, call omahaled.org and see if you have lead. if you have lead, they can get rid of that lead for you, especially since all right, they got a program for it. How far do they need to dig down to get rid of the soil? Before it's safe. Before it's safe.
We'll go down at least 12 inches. So we'll take off about 4 inches off the top.
Okay.
And then we'll test. If it's still contaminated, we'll go deeper, and the protocol is the 12 over that, then it will be a safe barrier.
Okay.
If there's any contamination left at depth there.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a good question. We come in, we'll remove the contaminated soil, bring in clean fill that will sustain sod growth. We'll put sod down, we water it for 30 days, and we'll turn it over to the owner to maintain after that. But that's generally what our process is.
What would you recommend for us if I want to plant a garden? So say if you come in and remediate, but I want to go 2 feet to make sure, or 3 feet to make sure that in an area that I got, because roots go. I don't know how far roots go down. I know we ain't growing no corner around here, but maybe some of y'all growing corner in the city. I'm pretty sure those roots are long.
Well, what we like to encourage is raised beds.
Raised beds.
Do that raised bed up like 12 inches or 18 inches, and then bring in that soil so you've got clean soil.
Okay, great. All right. We got all the answers. We got all the answers right here, baby. Omaha, the birds are blessed. Like I said, we have a partnership with the lead department. You'll be hearing more information about lead. Again, these are things that are and I'm a former probation officer, and my degree is in behavioral science. And lead affects all these areas. And since I come from this community, and most low income areas are by electric companies or by coal areas, they're by high pollution areas where they're going to be getting that runoff or that blow off from the wind over time. And so, and this is not just only in this community, this is in every community across America. And so we just got to be wise when we move. And the protocol, just like we do with our hygiene, we got to make sure that when we move in the house that we check not only if the water's good, the foundation good, but we got to make sure that the land is good, the soil is good also. Right. Gentlemen, anything that we didn't talk about this morning that we want to get across before you get out of here?
I don't think so. Just thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, William, for your help spreading the word about our work.
Well, man, I appreciate you, Brother Lopez. You actually do the outreach. Some people get the outreach job and they go sit in their cab.
Not Saul.
No, he knocked on doors. He knocked on doors and said, "Who is this? Who's this? Who's this?" So no, but I appreciate you actually fulfilling your responsibility, man, because a lot of people get positions, and I be beating y'all. I'll be beating y'all up, but they get positions and they say slack off. But you have a position that is necessary and that can save plenty of lives, not only today, but pain from tomorrow, years beyond. And so, that's why I said that you guys are doing, they're doing the work of a love thy neighbor. Just no better move than a love thy neighbor move, y'all. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I know y'all seen Hank Aaron. I know y'all seen Beirut. I know y'all seen Barry Sanders. I know y'all seen Flip Wilson. Oh, yeah, I know y'all seen Michael Jackson move. Oh, yeah, but there's no better move than a love thy neighbor move. OmahaLed.org is part of that consortium. Oh, yeah, that department within the city, that responsibility to make sure that we stay healthy. And for our young people, adults still can't get exposed. Adults can still get exposed, y'all. But it's more harmful for our young people. They're way more exposed than anyone in the population. And so we got to make sure that we are proactive and thinking about their safety as well as our safety. All right. Omaha, any shots out? Y'all want to say some shots out to your department, to your since y'all in the area?
Well, we have our construction specialists right now doing a lot of work.
Okay.
So we really want to keep them in mind.
Cool. Well, we appreciate everyone in the city doing the work they need to do. It's 8:45, y'all. I'm gonna play a couple songs. I'm about to get out of here. I gotta go to Lincoln. I gotta go lobby, y'all. Yeah, I gotta go lobby. They got a lot of money in Lincoln right now. They got a lot of money. And so you got to go up there and lobby, man. If you want the money, today is Tell the Truth Tuesday, y'all. I got to tell the truth. I'm letting out all the secrets. I'm letting them all out. I'm letting them all out. If you want the bag, if you want the money, and you want to stay out of jail, yes, y'all, Sarpy County, Douglas County, I'm talking to y'all brothers too. If you want to stay out of jail, man, I'm telling you, you got to read legislation. That's where all the money is, y'all. All the money, we pay all the taxes go to Washington, they make all the legislation. Almost every bill has an allocation of money, y'all. So the radio station, I got it for free. I just read legislation. I started an internet company. I got it for free. I just read legislation. Oh, so right now, I'm encouraging you guys, read legislation. Leave all that other stuff alone. No, y'all can still read. We're going to support the other authors. We support the other authors. But include some legislation reading because, again, how I got and how the Super Fund started was through legislation. And it got allocated. Side has been funded for almost 30 years now, 20 some years.
At least 20, yeah.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, off of legislation done almost 25 years ago, y'all. And so we got to be prepared. There's so much money down here. I'm coming into Lincoln, y'all. I'm going back to Lincoln. Oh, yeah. It's like going back to Cali. Boss with me.
This is
If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. Ain't no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama and sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah. If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. Ain't no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama and sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah. Hard times got me thinking about relapsing. But I gotta stay focused when I'm in traffic. Cause where I'm from, gang, anything can happen. So I pack a gun, cause even bosses get caught lacking. I do this for my kids, do this for my kids. This for my niggas doing biz that can't see their kids. Get this deal, show my family how I really feel. Cop 3 houses for my queens up in Bowen Hills. That's long-term plans, now I got my own bands. Just cop the drop with a top and a ceiling fan. I just pray my people stop all this killing, man. Before I weigh this broomstick and have to kill again. I just pray my people stop all this killing, man. Before I weigh this broomstick and have to kill again. I just pray my people stop all this killing, man. Before I weigh this broomstick and have to kill again. It's the game. If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. Ain't no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama and sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah. If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. Ain't no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama and sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah.
Got kids. My heart when I had to see my kids cry. They cut me up, took me away, I couldn't tell them why. My wife was stressed and said you left me out here by myself. So if you again, you gon' do this time all by yourself. When you a street nigga and you feel like you ain't got nothing to lose, the one you love is the one you hurt. It's a dirty game, but I kept it true. No accolades, don't need the bars. I go hard for mine, ain't any cost. 3 more pants, I became a boss. When it's for the family, can't take no loss. Ain't figuring like I'm trying to judge me, y'all don't wear these shoes. So mind your business, so you end up on the evening news. Nigga, for my 6, I dig to the bottom of this bag of tricks. Lace up these matches, hit the payment, go sell this. If off the kick though, I'm grabbing the Mac and hit this bank. Before my kids start no sleep game, what the fuck y'all think?
If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. Ain't no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama and sissies a new crib, yeah. If I did it, man, I did it, yeah. Ain't no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama and sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah.
If off the kick though, I'm grabbing the Mac and hit this bank. Before my kids start no sleep game, what the fuck y'all think?
If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. Ain't no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Tryna buy my mama and sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah. If I did it, man, I did it for my kids, yeah. Ain't no worry about how many times I slid, yeah. Mama, sissies a new crib, yeah. And you can contradict my life, this how I live, yeah.
All right, Omaha, the Burbs, the Blus. Got our next guest in the house, y'all. Oh yeah, and this brother got opportunities. Hold on a second, got opportunities. When you got opportunities, we got to tell you about the opportunities, y'all. And here at 95.7 The Balls, today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. We encourage you to tell the truth, but also accept the truth. Without a doubt. Thanks to the Omaha Lead Department for coming in, giving us the 411 on being pro. Is over 8 months and 5 years old last night. Man, I was late this morning because we got an 8-month-year-old. They still a baby, without a doubt. So Omaha, you know how these verbs, you know how these stars are. You know how these stars are. They got their own nouns, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes, and predicates to introduce themselves. This brother he's flying in and flying out of town. So we got him in between flights. Oh yeah, baby. We got him in between flights. And he got some good news to give to you. I'm gonna let him handle the mic. He's used to handling the mic. He's been singing with some of these stars in the morning time. I'm gonna let him handle the mic. He got something that you guys could take advantage of. How you doing, Big Barry, bro?
Man, I'm beautiful, man. Thanks for having me.
I mean, it's raining out there, but you look dry. I mean, how you stay dry in the rain, big brother?
Man, I carry that umbrella with me everywhere I go, man. Everywhere.
Oh, that's how the brother stay dry. Get your umbrella today, baby, because it is raining today, without a doubt. Drive safe out there. Chill, baby. Chill, because you can hydroplane. Bro, you're always flying in and flying out. You're flying in. I see you this coast. I see you down south. Now you're back in the Midwest. Well, what you been up to?
Well, outside of promoting and helping my guy, you guys may have heard of Dorian Paul. He was with Charlie Wilson for over 17 years. So we got some good things coming, and I won't elaborate on that today. But we run a company, Bajay Entertainment, but under that same umbrella, we do consulting work. We do a number of things as far as to help people that are looking worldwide. So I met a gentleman who has a worldwide company that's doing wonderful things. They're installing above the ground pools. And so I wanted a piece of the pie, and I decided to incorporate Bajay Solutions into that plan. So that way I can hire people that are looking, and I mean all over the world. This is not local. This is all over the world. So, when we leave here, we go to Atlanta, but we're just looking for salespeople. We need salespeople.
Now, what we selling? What kind of product we selling?
It's going to be above the ground pools. These are pre-approved appointments. So when you go to this house, the people are expecting you. And normally the type of salespeople that we need for this business is people who've had experience in door-to-door sales, car sales, real estate sales, things like that. So if you have those, then we can incorporate this around you.
So basically, you guys already provide the leads.
Already providing the leads.
And all they got to do is just seal the deal.
Suit up or wear the casual, go to the people, seal the deal.
That's easy. I mean, I've done door to door, and I keep telling everyone, salespeople make the most money.
Absolutely.
Salespeople make the most money because when you get a regular job, you're capped at a certain level. But with sales, it's based off of your effort and work and your sellability. And if you sell 100 people today, 100 people tomorrow, 100 people, 15 people next day, 10 next day, you're going to make way more money than anyone that have a salary because you're going to get a salary plus your commission.
Well, here's where we're at with this because there's such a demand for this. Most of the agents and clients or gentlemen that are sales that we've brought on thus far, they're making in between $2,500 to $3,500 a week. And let me break it down real quick to show you how that works. So basically, you're getting about 2 to 3 appointments per day. You're driving to the location. Once you get there, you do a 90-minute presentation. For that presentation, you're getting $25 automatically. At that point, you are aiming to get that deal, get that sale, and you're making $600 to $800 per sale. So when you add that up at the end of the week, that's how they're making the $2,500 to $3,500 a week. And there's nowhere you can get that kind of money without actually having that degree or that
Right.
master's degree. So this is a great opportunity.
So you talking about potentially? Shoot, that's 5,000 every 2 weeks, 10,000 a month potentially.
Potentially, and here's the good thing about this. It's a seasonal job, so it'll end in August. If you do well, you'll be able to come back. But the thing is, think about the money that you're saving to take care of your family.
Right.
You can save. I mean, you're not going to spend $3,500 a week. At least I hope you're not. So
Right.
you think about the savings, and then at the end of August, anything that as far as a bonus that's left, you get that in full.
But if I go down south, though, brother, you say we're worldwide. Ain't no season if you go if you go down south.
Ain't no season. Ain't no season. However, the deals are set up to where they go from February to August.
Okay.
That way that we'll probably stop hiring around June.
Mhm.
But like I said, this is the way it works. We have 10 cities that we're having facilitated to do the training.
Okay.
So if you can make any one of those 10 locations, you can get your 2.5-day training in. At that point, you'll go back to wherever you reside in. And if you stay 50 miles away from that hotel, we'll cover your hotel for those 2.5 days.
Okay. So, what other cities are you guys rolling this out?
The cities are surrounding, as far as we have some in California. We have, and I can't give you the actual city until we talk.
Okay,
But
no,
we
okay.
have, Arkansas. We
Okay.
have Ohio. It's just like I said, it's 10 different cities that the training, and so you would go to the closest one to you.
Okay.
And then once you get that, we're starting immediately. So what that means is, as soon as you got the training, day one, you'll get an assignment. And most of these guys are clearing about 6 days a week. So it is work.
Right.
But once again, it's pre-approved appointments.
Okay. And then the appointments will be in their region where they live at, correct?
Absolutely. In the region that you live in.
Okay, cool. How can they get in contact with you? Do you guys got a website?
Well, let me give you two things. I'll give you an email,
Okay.
and then I'll give you a business line. So the email is Bajay Solutions. And let me say Bajay. It's turned upside down. So for you boxing fans, it's jab. So you can remember that. It's jab, but it's backwards. So we pronounce it Bajay Solutions Dealership 77@gmail.com. That's the email that you can send your resume, or just basically say, I'd like to schedule an interview for this position.
Okay. And Bajay spelled B-A-J.
Baj, right.
Okay.
And then the business phone number to add on to that is 877-518-9299. And you can give me a phone call, and we'll schedule you for an interview, and then smooth sailing.
Now, are you guys doing seminars here in Omaha while you're in town, or can people meet with you before you get out of town? What's your schedule like?
Well, the way that I'm moving, and I'm kind of moving and shaking. So the bottom line is, the best way is to either email or phone. And so when we schedule the interview, we'll do that right over the phone. So
Okay.
you don't have to worry. We'll make it convenient. And then at that point, if you got the qualifications and all those things that we're looking for, then we'll bring you on. I'll let you know the next training class, which is, like I said, 2.5 days. And then after that, you're doing your thing.
Okay. Well, everybody is looking for opportunities. I mean, we have listeners all around the country, and so if you're not in the Omaha metro, you can still give my man Nick a call to get set up. Like I said, they got train sites from the East Coast to the West Coast, down south, and even in the Midwest. Make sure you give them a call to follow up if you have that sales experience. Or Nick, are you taking those that are that's willing to learn?
Well, for this particular season, we have to get the experience, because we have so many people that are looking for this product. So we got to get the ones that's experienced first. But through the season, and once the season is over, then we can definitely talk about what we can do for you for the next season.
Okay. What else you guys got going on? I mean, you guys got multiple products, or you just focusing just on just on the up top pools. I thought I saw you doing some TV stuff and some cable stuff and stuff like that, or
Yeah.
or internet stuff.
Yeah, yeah. The under the Bajay Solutions umbrella, we had been hiring. We kind of put that one on the side for right now, but we
Okay.
had been hiring for inbound call center representatives,
Okay.
people that can work from home. For those that have know what it's like to be self-employed or 1099 employee, would have been a great opportunity for you. And we're still taking resumes. We're just not hiring immediately. However, Baje Solutions, if you're looking for satellite TV, cable TV, the internet, or the home phone, there are people in the world that still need these services. We're authorized dealer. And so we can provide those services for people that are looking to pay less than what you're currently paying for your humongous cable bill.
Right. Yeah. And so that's what I saw.
Yeah.
Your promotions on that opportunity.
Right.
So, but that opportunity still is gonna it's still around, but right now you're not focusing on that.
Right. Right. It's
Cool.
still around. And like I said, we are still taking some resumes for that. There is an ongoing need for that because we have over 288 million customers worldwide that are looking for these services. So that's not going anywhere.
Right. Okay. Okay. Anything that we didn't discuss that you want to make sure that we get across this morning in regards to the opportunity?
Yeah. Basically, this is one of those situations, where you can showcase your ability, because once you're trained and understand what the presentation is like and all those things, then you put yourself into it. And just like you sell yourselves to anyone, this is the time that you want to do it because it's your money. When you work a 1099, it's uncapped. So that gives you every opportunity to do what you would do, get what you're worth, work for what you're worth. So that's kind of how that rolls.
Without a doubt, salespeople make way more money.
Yeah.
It's just a fact. It's just a fact. When you have a gadget or a product or a service to sell, then you're gonna make way more money, especially if you're good at it.
Yeah.
If you're good at it, without a doubt. And we all are salespeople. We just don't realize every time we get up every morning, we sell ourselves. And so sales, if you haven't done it before, brush up your skills. But if you have that experience, let's take advantage of that $2,500 to $3,500 a week. And I mean, that's great money. That's great money.
Great money.
Give out your information again, Brother
Yeah.
Nick.
So the email to reach us at is Bajay Solutions, and I'll spell that for you. It's Bajay, BAJ, and then Solutions Dealership 77 at gmail.com. And then the phone number to go with that business line is 877-518-9299. So hit us up. Any questions you may have, and this may not be for you, but who knows what we may have coming up in the future. So always keep us in mind. And I just want to say one quick thing before I get out y'all way. I wanted to, I hear Bill say a lot about shout outs, and he knows Bajay Solutions fairly well. We worked together for a minute on doing some rock devoted. So we still family, but I wanted to give him a shout out. You know what I'm saying? You guys, he's doing an excellent job. The station has grown before your eyes, and he's promoting good and positive things. And when I see that, I may not say much, but I'm always appreciative that for brothers that's doing the right thing. We as brothers, we could be doing a lot of different stuff, but he's doing real stuff. And he called it Real Tuesday, but this is real stuff he's doing. And as far as I'm concerned, he's doing his thing. Appreciate it.
Vice versa. And we like to highlight the brothers and sisters that's actually manifesting their God-given talents, because the young brothers and sisters need to see that we are excellent, we're intelligent, and we have the capacity to do any kind of business. But they got to see it in order to believe it.
Right.
And so we highlight all year the brothers and sisters of our community, because right now the black man is the most endangered species in Omaha, Nebraska.
Right.
Without a doubt.
Right.
We get no love inside the home or outside the home. And so I'm encouraging, especially if you're a young black boy or young black man or older, mature man, that today love yourself. Ask God to come into your life and love yourself, without a doubt. No more blaming nobody else. Oh, yeah. Let's step up. Let's take on the challenge. Today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. This newspaper is not going far, y'all. Right now, we are the most endangered species on Earth here in Omaha, Nebraska, being a black man. But today is Tell the Truth Tuesday. We encourage you to tell the truth, but also accept the truth. There's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. And being an athlete, we always been, you got to adapt and adjust. You can't be whining and crying. You adapt and adjust.
Right.
Because with constructive criticism, we're just trying to bring the best out of you. It's actually a criticism of love. We're not talking about the criticism that put you down. No, not that kind of criticism. We're talking about the criticism that builds you up, without a doubt. Brother, give your number out one more time, because you guys you're doing business worldwide.
Worldwide. The number is 877-518-9299. Don't hesitate. Give us a call. Let us help. Let us show you the way. That's what we're here for.
Without a doubt. Take advantage of the opportunities. God comes in many different ways, y'all. Sometimes he comes in a hat and sunglasses. Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
That's how I roll.
Yeah, because anytime, and this is a love thy neighbor move. When you give someone else an opportunity, you create a conduit of opportunity. That's a love thy neighbor move. You cannot get no better than that, man. Barry Sanders, Michael Jordan, you can't do nothing. Your moves ain't better than a love thy neighbor move. Without a doubt. Can't get no better move than that. Make sure you guys give Nick Sampson a call. Take advantage of this opportunity. $2,500, $3,500 a week. They're going to set you out on set appointments. All you got to do is just go look good, smell good, talk good, and write that final contract. That's all you really got to do.
That's it.
They train you. I'm pretty sure they're going to give you a script so you can follow the guidelines. They're going to give you some what you do if you get a rejection and how you can continue the conversation. Baby, see, we do this over here. We educate over here, baby.
Right.
So I know they're going to be providing that type of training because that's what salespeople do.
Yeah.
Omaha, the Birds, the Bluffs, the NOI, Nebraska, Omaha, Iowa. We are out of here. Let me see what we got next. I got to get out of here, y'all. But we're going to play one more song. This young lady, her name is Stephanie Boyd. This song is called 90s Again. Oh, yeah, I wish it was the 90s again. It was some peaceful times back then, without a doubt. They had bigger cornflakes. Oh, yeah, the apples were bigger, The women loved this and stuff, back then, Prince was on doing his thing. Mike was around. Oh, yeah. Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs, we out of here, man. Check out Stephanie Boyd. She's from Central.
From the day that I met you, I didn't know what to do. I was afraid to fall in love again. There was something about your style that made it all worthwhile. How do I tell you? So I creeping on the down low. Tell me which way did he go? There's a right and a wrong way to love somebody, but I'm kinda shy. So tonight I'll write a 4-page letter. Me and you. Was in love like it was the 90s again. You and me. Was in love like it was the 90s again. Hey, can't you see? We were made for each other. It's plain to see, it's destiny. We made to be. You are my homie, always there for me. But how do I tell you? So I creeping on the down low. Tell me which way did he go? There's a right and a wrong way to love somebody, yeah. But I'm kinda shy. So tonight I'm write a 4-page letter. Me and you. falls in love like it was the 90s again. You and me, and a love song, falls in love like it was the 90s again. Ooh, baby, baby, baby. Ooh. So I creeping on the low. And tell me which way did he go? There's a right and a wrong way to love somebody, but I'm kinda shy. So tonight I'm right. A 4-page letter. Me and you, baby. Falls in love like it was the 90s again. You and me. You and me. You and me. You and me. Falls in love like it was the 90s again. Uh-oh.
I know you've been through it, but look how strong you are, now you went through it. If I added to your pain, I never meant to do it. Just can't let you be the flower that the rain ruined. Gotta tell the pain to fuck off, flex on them and brush off. Take the chips, enough talk. We can't let the past manipulate the future. I know it's hard to see the real when you ain't used to it. Girl, I understand, I understand. Girl, I understand, I swear I understand. I understand cause I'm hurt too. Just know every time you're hurting, twin pain. We gon' turn this poppers into champagne. Twin pain.
Reunion tour. Once again, Saturday, March 26th, the livest reunion tour hits the city of Omaha. It's the No Limit Reunion Tour. Right here, over there. The No Limit Tank is coming to Omaha. Starring Master P, Mr. Cole, the Shocker, Mr. Servo, Saturday, March 26th, the No Limit Reunion Tour is at the Baxter Arena. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster. Box office. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Master P and the whole No Limit family. Saturday, March 26th, the No Limit Reunion Tour in Omaha at the Baxter Arena. Make them say, I'm the Cardinal of the Golden Platinum Tank.
Cha-ching. It's that time again, tax time. This year, get with the tax pros at Advanced Tax Solutions. We'll help you find every tax deduction you deserve to help you get the max back. Do you have a small business? No worries. We specialize in small business tax returns and help you prepare your Schedule C profit and loss statement. Don't leave any money on the table. Get back every dollar you deserve from Uncle Sam. Call Advanced Tax Solutions today at 402-972-0557 or stop by our office located at 6311 Ames Avenue. Use our 24/7 Dropbox service for your convenience. Get the max back today. Advanced Tax Solutions now serving the Omaha community and all 50 states. Call 402-972-0557 today.
Advanced Tax is a proud supporter of KOWN 95.7, The Boss.
LDB Enterprises is your one-stop shop. Purchase hundreds of household products such as toys, games, fashions, stainless steel accessories, electronics. Located at 7009 South 107th Street. Customers drop in Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. first Saturdays of every month. LDB Enterprises also engaged in providing PPE products such as N95 masks, KN95 masks, and other accessories. Also buy CD covers, DVDs, and USB accessories. Only at ldbmart.com. For more information, 402-991